Let's do a throwback to March of 2018 and react to one of our own videos. Anybody remember this one? Look at that guy. Look at that beard. And wow, yeah, this was kind of crazy. This video predates Viking Blood on our channel, and it predates all of the mead making and all the wine making. This is, I believe, the very first alcohol video we put on our channel at all. This is before the split, when it was just City Steading. There was no brews, there was no healthy living, there was just City Steading, period. So let's get into it, see how this goes. This ought to be good.
Today, you get to watch me drink a beer.
Oh, the old-fashioned intro.
Hi, I'm Brian, and this is City Steading.
So check out the transitions glasses, by the way. I actually hated those because as a photographer, they got dark. And when I was outside, it was just a real problem for me. So I actually don't get those anymore. But I did then for some reason. Don't ask me why. Also, that beard was super itchy. That's why I don't keep the beard like that anymore.
Normally, we've been showing you some gardening, which is just right over there.
Other channel.
And, you know, we got chickens coming in soon.
Don't have chickens anymore.
But I've mentioned several times that I brew beer.
And we actually made more mead and wine than we ever made beer.
And I've mentioned that
And editing, it's a thing.
Haven't had any yet, I promise. We also make wine, we make cider, we make mead. I thought, let's do a beer.
By the way, that shirt fits me much better now than it did then. Lots changed. I'm half the man I used to be now.
This is what I wanted to make, okay? So it's something like...
Yeah, except for one little problem. They're completely different styles of beer. One's top fermenting, one's bottom fermenting. You can't make one from the other.
Before we go too much further, let me explain something. I used a kit. It had extracts in it, which I'm not a big fan of, but they're okay.
Okay, I said this back then that I'm not a big fan of extracts. And what I'm talking about is like liquid malt and dry malt extracts. There's nothing wrong with those. We've used them since. Liquid malt is better than dry malt just from a flavor and body perspective, but there's nothing wrong with either one. I don't have an issue with those.
Okay, and they work, and it did the job. And I'm trying to avoid being in the sun because, see that? It makes me look like I'm...
Yeah, see, I'm not a native Floridian, but I'm a Florida resident, and that means I have no tan because we don't go outside when it's sunny. It just, you burn. It's just nasty. Now, right now, it's like November. It's starting to get nice. Right now, it is 78 degrees outside and a little bit sunny. It's actually quite beautiful out.
I'm on fire, and I'm not. It's actually kind of cold out here.
I don't know when. Oh, this was March.
The kit that I got, and I'm not going to mention the name or what it's supposed to be or anything because it was the worst kit I've ever seen. If you buy a kit, there's some expectation of instructions, some expectation of being told how to do what that kit includes.
Oh, I remember this now.
The very basics of how to make beer. I knew that already.
This kit that we had, man, I wish I remembered who it was, but they didn't have any instructions really. It was barely any instructions. So I had to figure out a lot of the stuff. Thankfully, I knew how to make beer already, so I was able to actually do it. But if I didn't have a clue, this wouldn't have worked. It was not a beginner-friendly kit.
Boil it, that kind of thing. You know, make a wort, boil the wort, bottle it. That was basically the instructions. It didn't tell you anything. Whenever it referred to something, it would say, refer to the recipe, which was conveniently not included.
I'm thinking the recipe was just missing from my particular box. That is entirely possible. Though, hey, I got to have 8 minutes of fun with making fun of a kit for not having instructions.
I wrote to the company, no response.
Yeah, they never wrote back.
Decided what hops go in. I decided
when
they
claiming
go
it.
in. I decided how much goes in at a time. All the other stuff, I made that decision. They gave me maltodextrose. I don't want that crap in my beer. I know it adds body.
Okay, there's really nothing wrong with maltodextrose. At the time, I was very much on an all-natural kick. I didn't want to use commercial anything. So take that with a little bit of a grain of salt. That's a little harsh. It's not that bad. It's okay. It's just sugar.
Okay, you know what? I don't care. I'm not big into chemicals. Pardon me.
This is where editing should come in.
Should have muted that before I started the video.
Yeah, you
Sorry
think.
about that.
I do want to say though, the audio for being outside in the wind is really not that bad. I'm a little surprised. The video quality is kind of meh, but the audio quality is actually not that bad. You do get kind of a view of our crazy, chaotic backyard that hasn't changed all that much since then. There's a few more plants back there right now, and that bench is actually still there. One of the planks broke through though.
Now what you're hoping to hear is a pop.
There we go.
Whoa. See
There was a pop.
That had a nice little pop to it. It's good. It's nice and light, crisp.
Such tasting notes.
Nothing too complicated about this beer. That's what I want.
It's just a pretty basic beer. I like it.
Around the house to drink. I can close that back up. By the way, that's why I love these bottles. I actually bought this beer because of the bottle, so I can.
That's very true. We have done that many times. We found bottles that we really like, and it just happened to have a beverage in it, so we bought them. It's often cheaper to do that than it is to actually buy the bottles themselves, which is really crazy. But yeah, that's just the way the world works.
The bottles were cheap enough. I think it's like $7 for a 4-pack, which makes each bottle like, I don't know, $2. You could probably get them cheaper, but it came with beer.
There's the start of that joke when I say about like free apple juice, when you buy the fermenter and you get the apple juice for free. That's where that joke originated, apparently, in this video, I think.
We want to hear a pop. Oh.
Ooh, we carbonated.
Carbonation. That's what that means. Slancha. This is good. It's a little heavier than that. It's actually surprising.
Look at me being all dramatic.
It's hoppy, but it's not overly hoppy. I'm just going to sit back and relax.
Oh yeah, the glare. Put some sunglasses on, people.
This is good.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is back in the day when we were recording on an iPad or an iPhone, and I even edited everything on an iPad or an iPhone. We were trying really hard to be as simplistic as possible about our videos for some reason. I don't remember the exact reasoning behind it, but that changed because, oh my God, it's just a nightmare to try to do it that way. And, you know, we had thousands and thousands of dollars invested already in professional camera equipment, so why not use it?
Much lighter. It's like a crisper flavor, whereas this one is supposed to be a
probably more hops.
Brown ale. I think it is. This is a lager. No, this is not a lager. Yeah, it is. German lager. I know they're not the same thing at all. Don't judge me. I wanted something that tasted like this, but I don't want to do a lager. Do you have a 55-degree room in your house that you can leave stuff in for months on?
Okay, so I did at least acknowledge that it's not the same kind of beer at all.
So,
oh boy,
this is going to be the end of this video. It's going to be a relatively short one because the sun's really starting to take me off.
I said that, and it still has another minute and a half to go.
Anyway, so at the end of the day, what do you have to take away from this video? One, don't use a kit. You can if you want to. Just know that you have to have a little bit of knowledge about how to make beer, even if you use a kit.
Not all kits are like that. Some of them are actually really good. We've used a couple since then that were fine.
Watch my videos for beer because
oh, look at the shake.
I know what I'm doing. This is good stuff.
Wow, that was a ballsy statement.
On beer. We did just do that group today. I'm going to show you the tasting of it. I didn't show you the making of it because it was experimental and it actually went really easy.
First, let me just say something. I don't think I really would say I know what I'm doing when it comes to beer. I think I know how to make basic beer. I think I've made a couple of like full grain beers that are pretty good, but I wouldn't call myself an expert beer maker by any means. That's just insane.
Maybe I'll show a bottling video or something like that. There's that wind again. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give us a like. Look at some of our other stuff. And please, if you want to see everything that we do, hit subscribe. Please, it helps us so much.
Talky, way too much talky.
Videos. Anyway, so thanks you guys, and have a great day. See ya.
Oh boy. Well, there you have it, folks. That's my reaction to one of our old videos. Kind of crazy how different things are now, and a few different opinions on things than I had back then. There's a lot of really great beer making channels out there that are, I mean, they have experts that are making this stuff. We're just really not beer experts, and I really don't drink much beer anymore at all, like almost none. So to me, to make it doesn't really make a lot of sense. So we tend to avoid making it. But anyway, if you like this video, look up. There's no one up there. You might like that one too. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.